Welcome back. Well, journalists who exposed the Bilderberg secret of society found an unexpected supporter last week from popular American TV host.
Thank you for joining us. I just want to thank you for the welcome you just gave me, and I just want to say that anybody out there watching, that if you're in the secret Bilderberg group...
And that drew national attention to an issue that's only spoken about in whispers. Well, joining me now is the journalist who caught Stephen's attention and informed him about the issue. Luke Rutkowski, hi there. I'm glad you're with us today. So you kind of explained it to Stephen Colbert, but I want you to tell our audience, what is this Bilderberg group and why should we care?
Well, Bilderberg is a meeting of the most influential and powerful people around the world once a year in secret. The top heads of media, banking, corporations, and government meet in secret to decide policy that they will play out throughout the years. Now, David Yan, the chairman of the Bilderberg Group, actually said that the Bilderberg Group created the European Union and the Euro. So these people are very powerful. They rule in secrecy, and they're also a bunch of eugenicists.
Well, who are these people? I mean, do you know anything about them? Because these are some harsh accusations.
Of course. I mean, we go out there. Yeah, as a journalist, I go out there and I confront the head of the World Bank, the head of the IMF, Bill Clinton, John Rockefeller, David Rockefeller, and all these politicians, media heads as well, and I ask them, what did you do at the Bilderberg meeting? And as soon as I ask that question one-on-one with one of these elitists, you see their face turn white and they literally run away. I'm making a whole documentary about this. We confronted about 30 Bilderberg members, and every reaction we get is exactly the same. They run away, they won't talk to you. They don't want to tell people what they're doing because this is supposed to be secret, top secret, so much that the mainstream media doesn't even bring it up.
So tell us about the exchange you had with Stephen Colbert here, because he's considered, you know, part of the mainstream media.
He definitely is. I went to a show and I talked to him beforehand. My video actually got half of the conversation. There was more to it. But he actually even brought up the Bohemian Grove, which is another secret society. And he even talked about how billionaires walk around naked and worship a stone owl in the forest here in Red Grove, California. And then we told him about the Bilderberg Group, and he was well informed about that. And then he brought it up on his show magically, which was the first time ever that I think mainstream media brought up the Bilderberg Group to millions and millions of people, which is a huge success.
And I believe we do have a clip of that exchange. Let's play it.
The welcome you just gave me, and I just want to say that anybody out there watching, that if you're in the secret Bilderberg group, please don't assassinate freelance reporters. It's just not nice, guys. It's not nice. And please, call me. Call me. You owe me one, buddy. Okay.
Luke, were you surprised at all that, that Mr. Colbert has decided to sort of raise this question during his show?
I was extremely surprised because, again, the mainstream media that also attends these meetings, the heads of all the 5 corporations that control the mainstream media attend these meetings, and they do not dare talk about it. Any other journalist, I talked to Paula Zahn, Lou Dobbs, Brian Williams about the issue, and they all don't want to talk about it. They run away. I had the chief editor of the New York Times run away from me because I asked her a question about the Bilderberg Group, which David Rockefeller actually thanks publicly for covering up their plan for a one-world government.
So you're saying they all know what it is, they just don't want to talk about it, right?
Yeah, I had Joe Abramson, chief editor of the New York Times, tell me, yes, I know about the Bilderberg Group, but I'm not saying anything. And this was on C-SPAN, actually. You could go on C-SPAN and watch the exchange between me and Joe Abramson live on TV, and then I talked to her afterwards. I tried to shake her hand, talk to her human to human, and she literally just ran off. She was running away from me, and I was being very polite, and she just didn't want to talk about anything. And there needs to be an open dialogue. What these elites do in secret, the public demands to know. If 100 of the world's biggest celebrities met in secret, the media would be all over it. But you have the most influential, powerful people in the world meeting once a year, and not a beep from the mainstream media. Why is that?
So besides going on RT, besides talking to Stephen Colbert about this, what else are you doing to sort of spread the message? You touched upon it earlier. I just want you to elaborate a little bit on that.
I mean, as citizen journalists, we go out there and we interview politicians, heads of media. Charlie Rose is one of my favorite members as well, because I talked to him. You know, I actually said I was one of his fans. I shook his hand, asked him about the Bilderberg group. He literally ran away. Caught him in the hallway. I was like, sir, let's please talk. He ran away. He was scrambling for exits. He was running away from simple questions, from simple dialogue. There's nothing wrong with communication, and when these people run away, they show that they have something to hide. And we are here to shed light on all the tyranny that's happening in this country that's controlled by these elites, who are also a part of the Council on Foreign Relations and Trilateral Commission.
So, Luke, it looks like a lot of people are running away from you. See, I can't really get up from this chair because I'm kind of strapped with the IFB and the microphone, but I would still be here. No running on our end there. Luke Rutkowski, I want to thank you for your time live there for us in our New York City studios.